Lewis.
Yes.
Is that carpet out your bedroom?
No, no, no.
Are you sure?
Living room.
You got me feeling like a firebolt high in the sky, looking like a thunderstorm. Here we go, go. You're easy to remember, so hard to forget. Baby, it's a coward way you strut. How could I not worship every inch your feet have touched? Baby, run away with me. You kill it lonely. You make my eyes unsee. All the crazy. You make my heart believe there's only one of you, baby. Run away with me. Don't leave me lonely. You make my eyes unsee. All the crazy. You make my heart believe.
Right. So, this is a Mercedes Vito, which is our new workhorse, because the Astra van is getting too old to be using as a workhorse all the time. And with it being an Astra Sportive, they're going up in value. So I'm going to take it off the road so I can start getting round to actually fixing it up and making it a really nice, clean van. And then I might sell it. I don't know yet. I have a habit of keeping stuff for a very long time. But there we go. I've had that van for 12 years. So this came in and I was going to flip it and sell it. But I don't have a lot of money in this van. And I'm thinking, this is perfect to replace the Astra van as our daily, and we can get it, stick it up, and it's a good advertisement for the business, and it can be parked on the roadside advertising our business, because we are a little bit tucked away for these houses. People sometimes drive past and don't see us. It's just a billboard, isn't it? So that's what we're going to do. I bought it with no MOT. It's MOT failure. It's got a list of stuff, so I'm going to get it in the garage. I bought some bits for it already, and we're going to start getting it on the road first, and then we're going to look at changing a few bits on it. That's the plan. That's the plan. If you know nothing about us, I'm Colin. We are Shineautomotive, a car project YouTube channel on the cheap, and we have loads of projects. There's just loads of videos and loads of playlists. So let's get in the garage, stick it on the ramp, and let's see how bad it is underneath, because it was quoted £1,600 to get this through an MOT, and that is a lot of money for a 2008 Transit. It's not even a Transit, a Mercedes Vito that apparently is rotten underneath, so it could be really bad. This video might not even go out. We'll have to see when we get it on the garage. Get it on the ramp in the garage. God, I'm terrible at getting my words out. I'm starting to waffle. So she's on the ramp and it failed on the back brakes, and the back brakes aren't very nice. So we've got some new back brakes for it. Look at that. That's no good. So we're going to put new back brakes on it. All the back springs are good. All here, all the jacking points where it rots out, that's solid. These brake pipes got over the tank. They're finished, so we need a pair of front to rear brake pipes joining in there, up over the tank. So we've got to drop the tank to do that. That's not bad, but a little bit crusty in places, but it's solid. And the patch of welding that it's failed on is right there, and that, in all fairness, isn't very bad at all. It's solid round there, so we're just gonna have to drop these brackets off, get the fuel lines out, and get the handbrake cable out of the way. And it had a piece of chalk mark on here on this bottom arm, because apparently it failed on its bottom arm for excessive play here. I can't even move that. I could do with somebody just pulling on that bar to show there's absolutely no play in that bush whatsoever. I just think whoever looked at it, yeah, it's fine. And yeah, so it's pretty good. So that bit of welding there, which is nothing, and the back brakes. So we'll go through that first. But all the jacking points where they rot are solid. So I'm really quite impressed, really. So it's not going to be a lot of money to do it. It's got a bit of an oil leak, but it's a Mercedes. If a Mercedes isn't like leaking oil, there's no issues. Yeah, so Lewis is going to strip these down now. First thing he's going to do is make sure the calipers will go back, and then from there we could just work along. We'll try and get this done today, the brake pipes and the welding, and get some number plates on it because it had a private plate. All this stuff we can sort out at a later date. That wants a new back door, really. You fix that and it's just going to rust back through. But these aren't that bad. I think we can get on these and put some rust cure on them and get on top of these now before they get worse. It's one owner from new. It's just been used few light marks on it, but your stickers will cover them up. I reckon. It's not a bad old crate. Lewis.
Yes.
Is that carpet out of your bedroom?
No.
Are you sure?
Living room.
It's out your living room?
Yeah.
It's nice that. It's a nice bit of carpet there, isn't it, Lewis? Why is it high? Is that a coffin? So open the back door. Let's have a look why it's high, Lewis. It's probably for some pipes. Whoa. I wonder if you could get in there, Lewis.
The back door's a bit loose.
I think we need to rip all that out, don't you?
No.
I do. So the shoes are actually alright. It'll be this arm here that'll seized up. So we don't need to put the shoes on because they get expensive, so we can send the shoes back that we've got and just put the discs and the pads on. What have you done? Hey, what have you done?
Right, so Matt's had this side stripped down, and if you've ever done one of these before, you know what sort of pain has just been through is them little springs. So the shoe goes on top, and that goes in, flips round and hooks on like that, which is a bit of a pain.
Brilliant design.
Brilliant design, Matt Brown, innit? Here's one we made earlier. So the parking brake shoes are fine. It was just them little claws down there that were seized up. And yeah, so greased all of this up as well. And Colin's tossing it off on the phone to his mum.
I am on the phone to my mum. Come on, say hello. Say hello. You're going on YouTube, mum. No. No. Yes, you are. So, and I'm about to weld this patch up.
Have you got some?
Can you whistle, Lewis?
Where's this lovely patch Austin's made? I've got it there. Look. Loo. I'll do what I did on that Jeep the other day, and I put it onto the chassis and I couldn't really work out why the body wasn't welding. I just felt like a right ding. Let me clean it off though, so it's not like...
I don't want to be recording me.
Yeah, it's recording you, like. Cheers. It's got Austin on there. Full. All the way to lay it cool. Keep them away. I hope that hasn't moved. Oh, no way. So I've just looked at that footage and I've obviously caught the camera on the stand with my head and moved half of it out, so you've only got half of it. Let that cool and then just put some seam seal around it. That's alright. And then a bit of rust cure. And then hit it with some stone chip. And that's the patch welded up. And that'll do. Plenty of deep penetration. It's a bit rough in places. It's fine, you can soon make that look nice with a grinder. There we go, just run over with wire brush. Oh, lovely, jubbly. Go on, girl.
You can do it. You can do it. Go on, Ellie. Go on, Ellie.
Get it, babe.
Go on. Go on. Go on.
Yay! Right, well that's covered in rust cure. That's a really tongue twister for me. So I'll let that dry and then we'll put some seam seal over it and just a bit of stone chip. In the new year, I will do all the other bits underneath that are a bit scabby. Might as well get on top of it and stone chip the living days out of it. That it'll probably have an advisory on the next MOT next year for heavily undersealed. And there's nothing worse on advisory for that. When it comes with loads of underseal on from factory. But there we go. What are you doing now, Lewis?
Just scrape the stuff off the shims, and I've cleaned it with brake cleaner.
Yeah. Let's
Taking it off.
Where's Lewis been working today?
What?
Look at the bench, Lewis.
What?
Put a match to it.
What? This?
That's nothing to do with me. That GTO. Yeah, that GTO video.
Oh, it's meant to still be on the car. Huh?
Yeah, well, it kind of fell off through rot. So Lewis is cleaning and servicing sliders up now. Make sure. Have you had these out and greased them up there?
Yeah.
Nice work.
Right, so this is the disco drum setup on the Vito. And this is where the adjuster is in the sort of top right corner.
That's adjusting it out. That's adjusting it back in.
Those have been taken off and greased up.
Video, yeah.
This is why Matt's played around with the
Oh, you need to adjust them up now, don't you?
It says when you go on a mission, it's a zero.
Right, Lewis, it's meant to go on now.
Nice.
For the adjuster.
Where'd you get it from? MPD?
There's the adjuster.
You have to leave. Yeah, give out.
Evo!
He's on the phone. He's always on the phone. He's trying to taxi.
That's it, Lou. So you do that until it stops.
Yeah. It's nipped up now.
Yeah. Now go back 3. 1, 2, 3. Make sure it twists.
I haven't really got it. I wasn't on the adjuster properly, I don't think.
Tighten it till it's rock tight and then back it up 1 foot.
You might have to fly to the post office to do it.
Remember,
Got
it's
this
on
online.
That might be fully backed off, mate. Remember, it's going through a diff as well, mate. So
Yeah.
Right, so we've got the old brake pipe off and we've dropped the tank so we can do it properly. Might as well. So I'm just going to knock that rust off there and put some rust cure on. So it's easy enough. None of the captive bolts stripped, so we've just got it dropped down. Luckily there ain't a lot of fuel in there, which helps out. And might as well do the job properly, because I've before shoved them, tried to shove them around, but for the literally that took 5 minutes to take 4 bolts out, and it's well worth doing it. At least we can get to it, and they're not nice as it is. So might as well just do it properly. I don't know why. Minutes to go. We're getting no minutes to go. We're not getting no minutes to go. Now, John Hogg, that owns the G-Wagon, has kindly given me some Mercedes Vito alloy wheels. How nice is that, man? So these are going to get cleaned up and they can go on the van. Very, very nice.
Little tiny fix.
she goes hard. I mean, she goes.
So it's outside now, and I have noticed that the bonnet and a few bits don't line right up. But looking under the bonnet's blue, so it's definitely had maybe a little bit of a ding or something's dropped on the bonnet. Just not quite lined up. You put a bit of pressure on there, and it's moving around a bit, but that's where it needs to be. So that needs a bit of a look at. Wheels are on that John kindly gave us, and they look mega now. They've changed it They've absolutely changed it. Let's not look at that. That's rough. Let's not look at that. We're using this to go to the last race. This is going to be probably used as a crew bus and the van. So I'm going to try and get some nice leather seats for it, sort the steering wheel out, sort all these lovely issues out. That's the parking brake release. I went to try the fog lights the other day and that happens. The centre display is horrible around the gator, but it is one owner from new and it does run well. But we need to get rid of the bulkhead. And I'm going to try and get a Viano interior so you can sort of go Viano, which if you don't know, Viano's like the minibus sort of style. Facebook Marketplace yesterday, these popped up £20. Now to save the lads putting all fuel in their cars and travelling down, what we're going to do is take the carpet out, take that raised bit out, and just for now fit the 3 seats in here and get these bolted down correctly. Luckily we've had the tank out to do the brake pipes, so we know that the tank's going to come out easy, because we will probably need to go through the floor where the tank is and get some plates and get some good nuts and bolts and get them secured down to the floor correctly. And we haven't got any fuel in it, which made it easier, and the brake where bloody indicator lights come back on again. Bugger. So yeah, that's what we're going to do, because obviously we've got round here, there's this bit that we need to get rid of that, so we'll just get that back down to a normal floor and then go from there. And this lovely carpet, does anybody want this lovely carpet for their house? So yeah, the next stage is to get that out, get this back out, get all this out, and then line up the seats and get the seats in. And eventually what we'll do is we'll board this back bit out, so this will be the massive storage area for the van, so I can use it for scrap and we can just chuck stuff in the back. Especially when we go on the longer races, we always have issues putting the freezer somewhere and all like the cooking stuff, so we could have all the food and the supplies in the back of here, because obviously the wagon's loaded up for racing with all the spares, so we could have, the lads could put the bags in here and stuff like that. And when I'm not racing, it's just that area blanked off at the back, it's just the rubbish area. If I get it all ply lined up, sealed up, it can just be washed out. There we go. So yeah, that's the next bit. Let's get this out and get this out. I've never taken one of these out before, but looks like I'm going to need a drill. Yeah, that's it. Oh, there's one bolt there, and then yeah, it's just going to get drilled out all the way. Right, so it's on to another night and we have now got the seats bolted down. Nathan's actually working on the race car, which is coming in the week in shine, because we've had some really fancy spotlights sent out. Nathan, don't lose your rag. Nathan, look at me. Look at all our friends. I don't want to see your bum crack. Come on. Hey, that's 27,000 subscribers. What do you say hello? Good boy. And Lewis is just painting up where the bolts have gone through underneath. Are you doing a good job, Lewis?
I've made it match the race car.
You've made it. You have not. Don't you? No, you've not.
Yes, I
No,
have.
you haven't done them gold like. I hope not.
Why not?
Because that'll just bubble off. I need you to put something on that actually sink into the steel. Have you really painted them gold?
Yes.
Lewis, look at me. Have you really painted them gold? You twat. It looks loads more better with them wheels on. And the new brakes, whoa, just needs leather seats in it. That's what we've got to get. Some leather seats slapped in it. Some proper captain seats in the back. Get this boarded off. And then the back will be for the storage. I might even put like a big shelf at the back so we can get some storage stuff. Maybe store stuff from this side, do half and half. So you can put stuff in behind here, slide your bags in, and then on the other side slide stuff in, because this is all sort of dead space. It's not high enough to put a bed in there for the lads. But there we go. And then from Marketplace, we're at absolute bargain, and they did the job. And I fitted them pretty alright to say we guessed it and dropped the tank out, but there we go. Right, so we're back from racing, and the Mercedes made it all the way there and all the way back. We did notice it's got a bit of the Black Death on top of the engine, but that could be sorted out at a later date. So we drove it down there and back with the crew seats in, and it is a perfect crew bus. So I have decided that this is definitely going to stay but we need to make it like the Viano, and we've got some bits to sort it out. So if you want to see more of this build, let me know. So while we were at racing, disaster did strike, but this time it wasn't me or it wasn't Nathan.
So now that we can see on the stream the car that's upside down there, we can just see the medical crews just making sure that everything is okay. Driver's out of the car, and you can see there, so out of the car and stood up just to confirm it was car number 180 that took the roll into the gravel trap. Adrian Wood was driving the car at the time, but you could see there was a driver in the background in his race overalls with his crash helmet on. So now he's out of the car. That's when we see the pictures of it, just to make sure that he's okay. So yeah, a little bit, no doubt, I wouldn't say battered and bruised, but just shaken up probably. And I think we're going to get a replay. So there it is. Went over once, twice, 3 times, and a 4th time as it disappears out of shot. Another couple of cars had to take to the gravel in avoidance. There was also a spin for Kahuna's. That was the pole-sitting car in avoidance of that one. Is now back in the hands of Darren Stapleton. So back under safety car. I see Shineautomotive are back out, Alan. I hadn't spotted that one. So that was one of the cars that went through the gravel trap, and it is out there circulating now. No front windscreen, no rear windscreen.
Nor had I noticed that. Which car number?
Car number 180.
180.
In fact, no side windows either.
There's a few of them running like that. I've just come over to the pit wall to get a closer view.
It's just heading through Paddock Hill Bend now, that particular car.
And I also wanted to come over to the pit wall just to have a closer look at the tarmac and just see if there was any semblance of dryness about any part of it. What do you think the answer is?
I'm guessing no.
No.
Yeah. And the problem is now we're getting to 3:30.
It's chilly now, you know.
It's just going to get chilly and we'll hit the dew point and it will just get worse, won't it?
I think this is going to be track conditions for the duration.
Shineautomotive do have one window left. Right, the passenger side window is still intact, but yeah, there's no driver side window or rear quarter window. There's no window in the boot. There's no window in the near side rear quarter. Yeah, there's one window, which isn't going to do a great deal, is it really?
Not really. Only missed up. Wouldn't that be the worst thing to happen? They have to come into the pit lane because there's one single bit of glass has missed it up.
I suspect with the airflow around the car generally, they might be all right. Okay. I think they might be all right, you know. But hats off to the team. You know, we say it in jest, but hats off to the team because they're not throwing in the towel. That's what this event is all about, isn't it? No, they've not had the rub of the green today. They've had a car which is going to need a lot of work doing to it, or a reshell or whatever, but they've not thrown in the towel. They are still out there. They are still circulating. They are still in the race.
Plenty of them elect as they come past me down on the pit wall.
It's coming to you now. It's got lots of day glow flashes to it, pink flashes.
Hang on. Oh, yes. Goodness me. Right, okay. It looks like one of Nick Tandy's short oval cars, doesn't it? It just needs a big sign on the top of it with the number on it.
Yeah, it does like it should be on the short oval.
Yeah, so as you can see, the car is poorly, and I promised you all I'd get straight on the XRTT when I got back, but because it wasn't us, the lad that was in the car wants to know exactly what it's going to cost to fix or to reshell. So I'm going to be sorting this out for the next few days, working stuff out, and then I am going to this Saturday try my hardest. No, I am going to. So the next video that's coming will be an XRTT video in about a week's time, but I'm going to have to fix the K or reshell it because it's not like a dent on the wing or anything like that. And I know it's going to upset a load of you, but this is life, and life gets in the way of things. But I so want to get on with the XRTT. I said at racing, there's not a mark on the car. It's going to be fine this weekend, and we'll just stay out of trouble. And then, yeah, 4 or 5 times over it went. We can't quite make it out because it goes off the end of the footage. But there we go. I've been Colin. Please let me know if you want to see more of this van, because this was a test video, the pilot video, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.